Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga etc. and I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece Manga Chapter 1082. So we start things off and we find out that an old friend is indeed dead. T-Bones, if you don't remember T-Bones, he is the one who got, was it one-shotted? I think it was a one-shot by Zoro back on the way to Ender's Lobby. So it was a nice little throwback. I wonder why Oda had this character in mind. He could have just made it so some random marine, but I guess it hits more home when you realize it's an old face that is being murdered. And it just goes back into the whole thing of how the Cross Guild is messing with the current standings of the world, and how what they're doing is not implementing, is affecting the world. And when you find out, when you actually see the guy who actually does in T-Birds and he's just a normal civilian, it kind of makes it hit home even more that, like, yo, with the cross guild in the world can potentially be messed up, to put it nicely. But it is what it is. So we have that. That's how we start off the chapter. Then the rest of most of the first half of the chapter is really focused on Buggy. So be it as it may, Buggy now has the resolve to become the Pirate King. And now that's funny because in real life conversations that I've had with my bro, it's always come up. Buggy might be the one to end up with the One Piece, and the fact that he is now gunning to be the Pirate King makes me think even more so that at the end of One Piece, he's going to be the one to have the One Piece. It's not going to be the Pirate King, obviously, come on. But he will be the one to have the One Piece, seeing as how he's now gunning for it. And now, something else that came out for me in this half of the chapter is really so about Shanks. And why, back when he was younger, did he decide, you know what, nah, I don't want One Piece right now, nah, I'm going to leave it, kind of thing. And what changed his mind then? What changed his mind then? And what changed his mind now? Because obviously now we know he's gunning for it. So what's going on there with Shanks? Question that came up for me while reading the chapter. He also did want Buggy to join his crew. I don't know if he knew this previously, but he also wanted Buggy to join his crew, come with him for the ride. But Buggy turned that down. Obviously, he was hurt by what Shanks was doing. He felt like he was kind of betraying his captain, Captain Roger. So, and he was still salty about the treasure map. I think it's more on the betrayal side of feeling. I think it's more of Buggy feeling that Shanks betrayed Captain Roger, where he didn't want to join him, but he did throw in the map in there as well, so they go their separate ways. But yeah, this first half of the chapter was to let us know that Buggy wants to become the Pirate King. Okay, Buggy, go get the One Piece. I know you're gonna end up with it. Well, you won't be Pirate King, but go for it. So the other half of the chapter, just to let us know that our good man like Sabo, is still alive and still kicking, sorry. But yeah, he can still cook. He's got the right devil fruit for the job. But yeah, there probably were some people out there if it was dead, he was gone with that island. I forget the name of it, begins with an L. But I personally believe that he was still alive. I felt like there was no point in bringing him back and him only serving this long for him to just die off. So I personally felt like he was still alive. We found out while the chapter was going on that he was even on that island that got destroyed, so that's why he survived it. But he does bring a ship from that island with some survivors, and I guess they're going to be living now on Okama Island. You know how the revolutionary do, helping the world. That's what they do, for helping the world. But really, what's the most important part of this chapter is that knowing that Sabo is still alive, but he is now there back to tell us what exactly happened at the reverie. Before that, it was something that was kind of applied, which makes more sense. It honestly makes more sense, because up until now, I thought that Kuma was trying to get to Egghead, but he just stopped off at the red line. But yeah, it makes more sense that he might have had programming inside him to return there. That makes more sense than what I was thinking up until now. But yeah, we are going to find out what has actually happened at the reverie. I personally feel like that the reverie should have had the own arc. I can understand why it didn't get its own arc, because it would be leaving for the Straw Hats, and most importantly our main character Luffy, for what possibly be too long. So that's why they probably skipped over it. But I feel like we'll probably get a lengthy flashback. Probably won't encompass everything, just be the main highlights, but I'm good with that. It might only be on one chapter, which I'm not good with. But yeah, we are going to get some more insight into what happened at the reverie, which I'm glad to hear about or read about when we get to it. But yeah, that's everything that's everything happened within this chapter. I think it deserves a 3-star rating. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.